Alright, so I've skipped the intro, but if you want to see the exact build, I'll put a link in the description. For now, meet Ilinalta Jones. This Dark Elf Explorer is going to be our guide today. Say hello, Illy.
Greetings, I am at your service.
Our first target is right here in this room. Many people know about the limeware platter trick, that you can take whatever you want from the tutorial area. I always see people grab the platter and then open their menu to drop it, but there's a better way to do it. Just reverse the process. Stand in front of the bookcase so you can see everything. Open your menu and then pick up and drop absolutely everything of value you can reach onto the floor. Once it's all on the ground, exit your menu and wait for the guard to attempt to poach your pilfered profits, but there is no bounty and they don't care if you pick it up again. Before you pick it all up, there's also a bookshelf you can raid. Books in Morrowind are highly valuable. Also, I'm recording this after finishing the video and I realize I didn't go back for the chest on the table. It has 29 gold in it, works the same way. The guard will talk to you if he sees you lockpick, but he won't take your pick away, so just spam it till it unlocks and click through his dialogue. Then drop the gold on the table from the inventory screen. Piece of cake. This iron dagger is trash, even for short blade users. There's a much better free one nearby that you'll see later on. Just take everything of value here. Alchemy ingredients can really add up over time, both in value and weight. Many are light, but pick up a dozen eggs and you'll start to feel it. Barring a few we're going to talk about soon, you're going to want to sell them off when we leave here. Make sure you grab the ring from this barrel, and take the lantern too, why not? In here's the same deal as before. Take all of his stuff and throw it on the ground like an irate toddler. Now this is important.
I'm listening.
Take this key. We're gonna need it for the next area. Once you've rearranged his belongings, hand over your prison documents, tell him you'll be a good upstanding member of society and he won't have to revoke your parole. Collect your free gifts and hit the town. Now that we're on the outside, let's make some friends. We'll give this little guy his ring back. Don't worry, we'll see it again soon. Being friends with Fargoth also makes us friends with Arel. You can sell him everything we picked up, but don't sell your lockpick. We're gonna need it later. Once that's done, head upstairs and speak to this Nord, Hiskar Flatfoot.
These Dunmer are useless.
You Inwa.
I'm ready for anything.
It seems he's a little light on cash and wants us to help him get some. He knows Fargoth has gold, and he's gonna stash it somewhere. We don't have anything else going on, so sure, why not? Take his quest. We'll need to wait until after nightfall, so for now, we're headed to the warehouse across from the office we started in. When you have the key, you can be in here with no consequences. Just be sure the guard doesn't see you take anything. We'll start our run at the top of the stairs. Save often, and watch your sneak icon between containers. Now we're speed running through this, but take whatever you can carry and sell off anything you don't need. It'll help offset the cost on any pieces you may be lacking after we finish this place. We aren't going to bother with the other side of this building. The crate behind the stone steps has 16 empty bottles, and there is a pile of 100 gold upstairs, but it's being guarded by a woman that we're going to be seeing again later for a Fighters Guild quest, so we can take it then. Before selling off your load at the trade house, remember to drop your skooma and moon sugar somewhere safe. Literally anywhere outside will do. Just keep it away from the mud crabs. That's the last thing we need. I usually make a little pile near the silt strider so we can take it to Balmora later on to sell to one of the Khajiit. If you find anything too valuable to sell here, you can stash it up there as well. Sell everything else to Arel, and buy what you need to finish your armor set. Next, we're going to take our first trip out to the Lighthouse. But before we go in, we're going to start looking for some of the sneaky little hiding places around here. For some reason, everybody likes to hide their stuff in tree stumps. This one right by the deck has 25 gold and a silverware cup. Not a very good hiding place, honestly. There's another one on the other side of these rocks. A few hops and it'll be down to the left. Drop down and grab the iron shard axe with frost enchantment to give your enemies one wicked headache. Now about those ingredients I mentioned earlier. First up, we have Draggletail. It comes in two varieties. The mature one yields a coda flower with a levitation effect. Second, we have the immature variety. These give us ampule pods, which carry water walking as the primary effect, so we can eat it to roll for a low-grade buff or mix it into a potion. Third is the mushroom Luminous Rasula, which provides a primary effect of water breathing. So if you eat it underwater, it might only give you a second or two of effect, but your breath meter is still refilled completely. Finally, we have Violet Caprinius, another mushroom frequently found next to Luminous Rasula, providing a second water walking ingredient to make potions, or, since it's the primary effect, eat raw for a quick escape from slaughterfish. And with that out of the way, we can finally enter the lighthouse. In here, we will find a Dunmer woman whose boyfriend disappeared after she gave him a ring. You can ignore her for now and duck behind this post that will completely make her forget some stranger just barged in and break out that lockpick. As always, I recommend saving first unless you want a free trip back to the Imperial Hotel. Go ahead and duck behind the second post, and we're going to ransack everything in sight. Crates, bags, even the lanterns. It's a lighthouse, I'm sure they'll figure something out. At the top of the stairs, we'll find a bottle of grief, but I'm pretty sure she has enough of that already, so we'll relieve her of that burden. There's also an unarmored skill book, the Wraith's Wedding Dowry. I think I'm starting to see why this guy left. And now we're going to come out here and see if we can figure out where Fargoth stashes his booty. This is generally one of the first quests that gives people trouble. I'm going to show you 3 attempts. The first run shows what happens if we get here too late and aren't in the right place. In my experience, it's best to arrive at 8 p.m. If you're in the right place, he should start doing his thing about 9. The second attempt shows what happens when we're here on time, but still not in the right place. We arrive by 8, and we wait manually for a couple of hours, and nothing happens. Now, I don't know what the exact quest trigger is for this, but this is just my experience with it. Alright, now for the third attempt, we're going to
Die.
The Dark Brotherhood, ladies and gentlemen.
There is no escape.
This might take a minute, folks. Let me try to make it a little more entertaining for you.
Die, Fetcher. You Inma. You're beaten. Let me relieve you of the burden of your coin.
Well, now that that's out of the way, we're gonna head up to the top of the lighthouse and do this quest correctly. When we're up at the top of the lighthouse and we're here on time, we can just sit and wait. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Fargoth is on his way to his hiding stump. It's located in this little pond to the left. I usually head down when I see him go into the water. By the time you get there, he should be gone, so we can avoid any awkward conversations about where his gold's going. Watch that first step. You want to try to catch that tree, unless you just want to quickly train your acrobatics. Now that we've found the stash, we're 300 gold richer, and we have the Ring of Healing back. It's not the best, but it's something if you're totally out of other healing options. Also, don't take the money back to Hiskar. He takes 2/3 of it, and we need it more anyway. Now we're headed out into the swamps nearby. We're going to want to head north out of town and follow the road to the east. While we're on the way out here, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for more of the ingredients we looked at earlier, as well as 2 other mushrooms, Bungler's Bane and Hyperphasia. We aren't going to use them, but get 1 of each and save a Luminous Ursula and a Violet Copernicus as well. We need those for Balmora. These 2 can be found on the sides of trees and fallen logs. A few mushrooms later, and we'll come across another Bosmer friend, Taraheel, who has even better gifts for us. The Iron Spark Sword is a really great thing to pick up here, especially if you're Longblade dependent, since we're about to be headed for some tombs, and you're gonna need an enchanted weapon to deal with the dead. He won't be needing this robe, or this really nice hat. He also has these Scrolls of Icarian Flight that you're gonna want to pick up, but let me caution you before you use them. The scrolls give you a major jump boost, but it doesn't last very long. The trick to it is either to land in a body of water, or cast a scroll and immediately select another one, casting it right before you land. Slow fall in the form of a spell, scroll, or potion will also work for this effect. For our next target, we want to keep walking south-southeast like I'm doing now. We'll pass by a couple of ponds and... What? Oh no, not you again. We'll be right back, folks.
Let's hear it.
And we're back. I don't know what's gotten into those scribs today, but hopefully you made it down to the peninsula. This is Proceus Vitellis, and he is dead. He was the tax collector in Seyda Neen until somebody killed him. He was also the boyfriend of the woman in the lighthouse. Now, if we go back to town and start raving about a dead body in the swamps, somebody's gonna want us to figure out what happened. We're gonna get a quest, and it's actually worth doing. The reward for the quest is 500 gold, so it's way more than the taxes we just took off of him. But before we do that, we're going to head west to the Samaris Ancestral Tomb. This tomb is the final resting place for the ashes of Lord Bren. Lord Bren was the forum screen name of Bill Iberg, who was an Elder Scrolls fan that died unexpectedly during the production of Morrowind. Lord Bren was also remembered by other studios, having Easter egg memorials present in Might and Magic 8, Ultima 9, and Deus Ex. For completing this little pilgrimage, we'll be granted the Mentor's Ring, which has Fortify Intelligence and Willpower for 10 points each. I think this is a really cool addition to the game. It's a nice way to leave a subtle reminder while also giving players a reason to keep coming back here every playthrough. This isn't even the only tomb like this in Morrowind, with 2 others we'll be visiting along this extended tour eventually, along with the final resting place of a certain other explorer that this character might just be named after. But for now, let's pay our respects at the urn of Lord Bryn, and take his ring to see the rest of what Morrowind has to offer. Before we leave here, let's take a quick look at this shrine. This is a shrine to Saint Vela, the forefather of the Dunmer, who led them out of their homeland millennia ago. That's a story for another day. But for now, let's see what this shrine offers to weary travelers. The 2 effects are Veloth's Indwelling, granting 10 points Fortify Magicka for 48 minutes, and Alchemy Restoration, which restores 100 points to all attributes instantly. This is very useful if your tomb suffers from a Bone Walker infection, the lesser variety of which drain your endurance, which is bad enough, but their big brother Bone Boys go straight for your strength, which can leave you over-encumbered and unable to move. As a fun side fact, if you don't already know, Alchemy refers to the living tribunal of false gods that rule Morrowind, Almalexia, Saltasil, and Vivek. We'll discover more about them when we get to the temple in Balmora. For now, it's on to our next destination. This seems like a good time to mention, if you're picking up levitation ingredients, definitely grab the Cliff Racer plumes. Welcome everybody to Thalos Ancestral Tomb. In here, we're gonna find a bit more resistance than the last time. 2 ghosts guard the front hall, and they immediately start damaging my attributes. Thankfully, these are only temporary effects, but they make a noticeable difference in my combat abilities. There's another Shrine of Veloth over in the corner here, just in case something more permanent gets a hold of you. Down here, we're gonna see another ghost. He's drained my attributes again, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to the long blade. Now that he's down, that's just gonna leave this skeleton back here at the back. And he's down as well. Mostly just basic loot. There's some scrolls in here. Right there. Generally, urns are only going to have bone meal. They're really not worth opening unless you specifically need bone meal. We have a few ingredients here. I haven't mentioned it before, but hack low leaf is very valuable. Pick that up if you get a chance. In these chests over here, just some low-level jewelry. Yeah, just a common ring. Well, that should just about do it for this place. This is a short one. So head back out of here, and we're gonna go to the western side of this island. Alright guys, so this is where we're finally gonna get to try out our water walking. We got a decent ways to go to get across this little bay area here. So I'm just gonna take the Violet Caprinius in a stack, and just start clicking on my character until I get a magical effect. Once you get it, it's only gonna last for a couple of seconds. This isn't as strong as drinking a potion, so hurry over as quickly as you can. It seems like every time you so much as step in a puddle, you get attacked by slaughterfish. Just keep going as best you can. I actually cut out a good bit of slaughterfish fighting earlier. The best way to do it is find a shallow area right on the shore and figure out exactly where they'll retreat from. And you can totally cheese it and get them up there, attack them, and then back off if they start doing damage to you. The next stop on our list is going to be Sarah's Ancestral Tomb. Alright, so we're gonna start this area by dropping down this hole right here. I'll show you how to get past it safely later. We've got a ghost right here to start with. Nothing major. And he's down. Another Shrine of Aloth. Right here, we've got the Book of Rest and Endings. Common book to find in Dunmer Tomb. Got some potions. We're gonna check out this next area. Don't use the trap door. We're gonna use the door on the right. And there's another ghost in here. Just take him down. Okay. There's a bone walker in there. Probably a lesser. There's going to be some alchemy ingredients around. A small chest, little petty soul gem. The usual fare. Nope. Sometimes the skulls are interactable. Alright. So the trick with this guy, just try to avoid getting hit by his magic. He'll shoot first. He'll shoot again. Yep. And he got me. No biggie. He's down. He's good. We got this. There he goes. And we're good. Okay. Some more alchemy ingredients around. Small chest. Probably a ring or a soul gem. Soul gem. Got it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna probe it first, break the trap. Oh wait, that was my lockpick. No, that was my probe. Here's my lockpick. There we go. We've got a boiled netch leather cuirass. Alright, any fans of leather? It's not better than my chain armor, but I'm gonna take it anyways. There we go. Alright, now I could use that door in this previous room, but I want to show you how to get safely over that pit trap. So we're going to go back upstairs. We're just going to want to hug the wall. No need to jump, just get on the wall and just walk. Alright, we got a skeleton here. I'll fight him with my probe. No. Alright. We got this, he's down. Alright. So he has a bow. It's got some arrows. We'll take those. Clean up after ourselves. And let's open this last one. We'll heal first. Let's open this last room up. It's trapped. Trap disarmed. Alright, and we got a common amulet. And some moon sugar. Okay. Wonder whose tomb this was. Like some moon sugar. Alright, so moving on. The next place we're going is a bandit cave at the top of this little island, named Ilinalta. Yes, you heard that right. Ilinalta. That is a mouthful. They have to have a shorter name for that. The Nord gentleman before us now is fairly representative of the bandits in this cave. Highly aggressive, fairly tanky, probably doesn't smell very
You
good.
should have picked an easier opponent.
He must have been talking to himself because he went down fairly easily. Standard bandit fare here. Take whatever you want, and we'll move on to the next guy.
I will enjoy this.
I highly doubt that. Gotta wonder what the recommended retirement age for bandits is. I do kind of like that chess piece he has, though. In case you're wondering, I am playing with use best attack turned off, simply because I couldn't find the setting in OpenMW. It's probably there, and I just didn't look hard enough. But I kind of like having the added challenge. I gotta hand it to him. He was actually pretty tanky. Up here we've got a back-to-back fight. First up, let's deal with this stabby boy. No, I insist. After you. Once he's down, you're gonna want to go into the cave section he came out of. This guy can knock you down with that battle axe, so get in there quick and cut up some orc loins. And with this big brute of a bandit taken care of, the cave should be clear of enemies. Now time to clear it of all of its valuables. One thing you're definitely going to want to pick up is this copy of Bone, Part 1. It's a medium armor skill book, and it also tells the story of how bone mold armor came to be. It's too long to go into right now, but that's definitely going to make an appearance in a story video at some point. Alright, so raiding this loft area reveals a little bit of gold. Got some skirts, got some shoes, and we've got a chest over here. Let's see what's going on inside. Alright, so we got some armor, some weapons. I do want that steel halberd. I can't take all of this right now. So I'm just gonna drop some stuff that's worth a little bit less and take the halberd. Okay. Now, there's another chest, nothing in that. So moving on to the next area. Just drop some weight there. Okay, so there's some scrolls. Spoil potion. Take it. Yeah. Don't want the iron dagger. Iron dagger is trash. Some more armor. I will take that. Yes, yes. Okay. And some scuttle. Alright. Don't want the helmet. Take some more scuttle. And that's it for that place. So, now once you've gone back to Seyda Neen and sold off everything, we're going to go ahead and head back to the Census and Excise office. We'll tell them about Proceus Patellus. So, we tell Secusius about Proceus, and his response is basically, shit happens. But he does offer us 500 gold to hunt down the fetcher that did him in. So, we're down. Now we should go tell that lady in the lighthouse what happened to her boyfriend. I don't know what she's gonna do in this situation, unless...
What's the fine for that film?
No, that's a terrible idea. Forget I said anything. She doesn't take the news very well, as is to be expected. She says she never saw Proceus get mad, except for once or twice. Like that time with Foreign Gilnir. They got into it over his taxes. Foreign felt like he was being overcharged, and Proceus was probably skimming off the top. We'll go check it out. We need to keep an eye out for his ring as well. The murderer probably still has it. Foreign's shack is right in front of the pond where Fargoth hid his stash. I don't know how much he was paying in taxes on this place, but whatever it was, it's too much. Foreign readily admits to killing him, which makes our job as investigator a lot easier. You can cover for him if you so choose, but ripping people off is basically the national pastime of Morrowind, so let's do him in. And with Foreign down, we've not only solved the murder mystery, but we've also found Proceus's ring. And as a bonus, we now have a depressing little shanty we can use while we're in Seyda Neen. Not bad for an afternoon's work. I love real estate law in Morrowind. While you're here, grab your free copy of the Mercantile Skill Book, A Dance in the Fire, Chapter 6. We can also go ahead and rest and level up. I did this and had to fight another Dark Brotherhood assassin, but I wasn't going to make you guys watch that again. At least not today. So we return to Secusius and we get our 500 gold. He doesn't seem to care that we had to kill a local in the process. And if you're thinking that's supposed to be a social commentary on how the Imperials feel about the Dunmer, you're not wrong. If you want to walk away with the most gold possible, you can keep his ring. But I'm going to return it to Thavare at the Lighthouse. She's been through enough already, and I'm not a monster. She rewards us with 2 health potions, which aren't the best reward in the game, but they might help us later on. So I need to apologize here. I kinda goofed a bit and did not get footage of coming out here. But I'm currently at Nimawea Grotto, which is going to be in the water just off to the west from where we found Procyon. These grottos can be a bit treacherous for new players starting out unless they chose an Argonian and can breathe underwater, but this is why I've been collecting all those mushrooms. Inside, we're gonna find slaughterfish, pearls, and one dead adventurer who has a full set of gear that we can take our pick of. Once we finish raiding this corpse, we'll kill off all the local wildlife, and then plunder this cave of its resources. I'm getting confused. Are we supposed to be the good guy? A lot of these clams are too lazy to even bother having a pearl for us, but we're gonna go ahead and get all of them that we can. I got lucky with this Luminous Ursula working the first time. Sometimes you can go through quite a few just trying to get a single effect up. As you can see, I've cut out a lot of the cave traversal in this place. Between the slow swim speed and the repetitive actions, it just wasn't as interesting. If you're really feeling it though, we're going to have another grotto here coming up soon. And with that, we've wrapped up all the activities on the western side of Seyda Neen. But don't worry, there's still more to come. We have 3 locations to the east of Seyda Neen that we're going to look at. But first, let's head back to the trade house so we can free up some carry weight.
There is someone watching me, I can tell.
Well, it seems like Fargoth isn't very happy to see me. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be intimidating, but it's not really working for him. Once you've sold off all those goodies, make sure you restock on your supplies, because we're about to face the single toughest guy in this video. Besides yours truly, of course. When you're ready to go, you're going to want to go back to the north side of town, and then we're going to take the road off to the east. We're going to go past the Silt Strider, and then the cave will be off to the left. I'm going to stop and restock my mushrooms for the last little bit of underwater stuff after we take on this cave. Which brings us to the Slaver Cave, known as Adamasartus. Inside, we're going to be presented with a less than welcoming door guard. Take her down and raid her corpse. No big deal. Okay everyone, so through this door and down a little hallway to the right, we're going to encounter the guy I was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and select one of the scrolls that I had from earlier. This should offer a good bit of damage straight away. I'm also going to run up here to the top of these steps, so I've got a better distance on him. Okay, here he comes. Let's see how this works. Well, as you can see, I just died there. That's what I meant. He's pretty tough. You have to try to avoid his strikes as well. Let's try that one more time. I was trying to hit him from up here on the cliff, but I guess down here is fine as well. Oh, here he comes. And we got him. A little bit of persistence pays off. Despite the added difficulty of the enemy, doesn't seem to be any increase in the loot quality. It's alright, we'll move on and find something else. Oh, hello, there is something else right here. Oh, these are lots of fun. I love the throwing stars. We're just gonna dodge them for a second. Okay, well, if you're actually gonna hit me with them, I guess we'll fight.
There is no escape!
Alright, that's another bandit down. I am gonna take the rest of those throwing stars, because those are a lot of fun, even though they're not really tactically very useful. And my marksman skill is pretty bad right now, too. But they'll sell for a good bit, at least. After we're done with her, go ahead and raid all the rest of the crates in this room. One thing that people often miss in this place is there's a whole secret back area that we'll see from the other side once we let the slaves out up top. In Morrowind, you'll find a lot of these slave pens. Now, you do actually have a stat in your menu that tracks how many slaves you set free. You'll have to get the key from somebody in the cave, and it's a different key each time. There's actually a minor faction that functions similar to the Underground Railroad in the real world. You get disposition boosts with them the more slaves you release.
We work hard.
They have a quest line, but it's not a whole lot. We might take a look at it later on. Back here is the hidden passage I was talking about earlier. You'll find a lot of these throughout Morrowind. Dungeons were really creatively done, using verticality and a lot of hidden spaces. There's not a whole lot back here. There's a rat we can fight. There's a bracer back here and some gold and some more mushrooms. You know, if you don't have enough already. And we can find a Rising Force potion underwater here. Now this circles back around to the area we were in before, and then there's a little bit more underwater that we need to look at. So down here off the dock to your left, you're going to find another little chamber. Down here we're going to find a skeleton, nothing really interesting on him, but there is a chest up top here. And that's about it for this cave. We're just going to make our way back up out to the exit now. Alright, so now that we're back outside, we're going to head off to the east. We'll keep going until the area down to the south starts to open up, and then we're going to want to head down that way. We're scraping along the very edge of the Bitter Coast region, almost getting into the Ascadian Islands. If you see your region change, you've gone too far. When you see a small island to the south, that's where you want to go. Go across the short water channel here, and just keep on going. It's really pretty out here once you get past all the slaughterfish and mud crabs trying to kill you all the time. Yep, had to cut a little bit there just to fight another slaughterfish. We're just going to continue south over this little plateau here. We're going to come to a little island that has a bridge on it, and you'll see a little boat dock as well. Now this shipwreck that we just came across is a really interesting little point. If you have the physical map that shipped with Morrowind, you'll see that this area is actually marked with an X, indicating there's some valuable treasure in here. This area is home to a couple of slaughterfish and some barrels. They all seem to live together happily, except for the skeleton in the corner. I'm not sure what he's up to. Okay, now I know I hyped up something really cool here, and it seems like at first glance there's nothing really interesting about this place. But we're about to come across the thing that we came out here for. And there it is, folks. This worn Imperial key might not look like much, but definitely take it with you. It unlocks a secret door under the Imperial Commission in Castle Ebonheart. We're definitely taking that, and we're going to check it out when we visit Ebonheart. And that should be about it for this place, so let's head back outside and head to our final destination. Our last stop is pretty close by. You're going to need to get back on the ground and then head back over to the boat dock. The chests here are empty, but the little sack does have some moon sugar in it, so definitely grab that. And here we are, folks, at Kime's Grotto. Now, if you remember the last grotto that we went into, there's not going to be a whole lot going on in here, so I made it a little smash cut. It offers a quick little synopsis on why these grottos are so painful. Alright guys, so that place is painful. I went through it so that you would know to not bother going through it. Now let's head back to Seyda Neen and visit Arel one last time. I've got a special surprise for you after going through all of this. Now I know I mentioned this way back in the beginning of the video. The much better short blade that you can get for free nearby. Well, I left it off till the end because everything else that we've been doing, even if it was criminal, never incurred a bounty. This is one thing that you will actually get a small bounty for, but nobody's going to attack you, and it's totally worth doing. I'll show you how to get rid of the bounty in a minute. In here, we can pick up a free Imperial Newt Scale Cuirass and a Steel Dagger of Swiftblade, as well as a free pillow. Now, we only get a 5 gold bounty for doing this, so here's the solution. Go outside and drop absolutely everything from your inventory, just to be on the safe side. It's fun to run around naked and hear the NPCs with unique dialogue. Make sure you hang on to enough gold to cover your bounty, though. After that, go collect all of your stuff, and we are done with this area.
Very funny. Now put some clothes on.
Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, especially if you made it all the way through. This is my first long-form video, and I had an amazing time making it. I'm really excited to make the next episode. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and maybe a subscribe if you're excited to continue this journey with us. Again, thanks so much, and we'll see you again in the next one real soon.